Hi everyone, Hannah here. This is the unboxing of the junk journal box with the option for the cardstock add-on and the mixed media bundle add-on. So let's go ahead and dig in. This is of course for the month of April, and this is our mixed media bundle. We will open up that in a second. So the junk journal box itself comes with a digital kit, or you can opt for to receive the cardstock. So with the junk journal box as is, you will receive this. This is a cute little bundle of fabrics. So we've got a little bow tied here, and then we've got a cute little charm and some material here that you can use as a little tassel on the side of your book. We've got some cream colored chiffon, some white lace, some hand dyed pink lace. It's like a very light pink purple color, I'm calling it like a rose because it's pretty close like with that color, just maybe a little purple in it. So you'll receive that, and you can change it up any way that you want to. You can even dye the chiffon or the white lace. You'll receive this applique here. It's a pretty good size piece. You get 3 of these, and you can just cut off whatever you need for your project, or just leave as is for like a belly band. And so in our fabric, you'll receive this beautiful, it's like a dusty rose color. This is some upholstery fabric. It has the feel of like a kind of like a suede in a way. It just feels very nice. And then on the back side is a little bit shiny and a little more coarse. And then you'll also get some cream colored muslin fabric for the actual constructing of the book, as well as to divide up your signatures. We do have some tutorials on that, and I actually have those on our blog so that you can see how we have done that. You'll also receive some of this vintage lace curtain. Oh wait, no, this isn't the vintage lace curtain. This is just cream colored lace. You can leave as is or cut out the individual flowers in it. And then we've also got this beautiful cotton material here. Just love the blue. I wanted to bring out different colors and not have it so much pink or so much blue. I wanted to have a little variety. And then this is a vintage fabric sample. Some of the different ones that will be going out in the kits this month. We've got this piece, we've got this piece, and we've got this piece here. So whichever piece that you receive, and if you have a request of any certain one you want to receive, let us know and we'll try to do that for you. We are going to be finishing putting all of the kits together for the whole month. We've been working steadily at that, and so by the end of the week we will have all the kits put together for all the boxes, and that way we can ship everyone's out next week. So that's what we're going to be better about doing, and I think it'll just help things run better. So going forward, what we are going to attempt to do is be mailing out the kits like between the 10th and 15th of the month, depending on how that falls in the month. And that seems to work out pretty good. So we've got, you know, a couple of weeks where we just, you know, the creative thought behind the kits, the actual putting together, you know, the ordering the supplies, the putting together of the kits, and then we've got that whole week where we just mail the kits. So We're going to try that this month, and I think that's going to work out really well. That way we can just be focusing on, you know, each thing. So whenever you open up your folder, you're going to receive this, you're going to see this envelope, and it's got just some little bits of ephemera. We've got a couple of bits of butterflies, some paper, I call them paper scraps, but you can do some stitching around it, do some layering. What I've got here are some random strips of paper. So we've got, and it's just different. We've got, you know, some leftover papers from what I had printed last year for the kids, and some might have not turned out exactly how I wanted it to print out, or I changed the design before, you know, the final product. So that's what this is. We've got some Prima paper, some Tim Holtz paper, so you'll kind of get a little bit of everything there. And these are great for tags, so you've got different sizes here for your tags, if that's what you want to do. We've also got, these are just copies of vintage photos. Some of these you might have seen. Some of these are from Graphic Fairy, you know, compliments from her, and I just absolutely love, you know, her site. And you can pay for like a premium subscription where you have access to just, you know, thousands of designs, and a lot of them, or all of them, are vintage, you know, where she has scanned from old books she's received. So here is some of those. Or you might also receive this bundle, and I've got a little picture there too. And then we've got a couple of game cards. I was looking for my, just the original Trivial Pursuit. I mean, Trivia. Is it Trivia? Trivial? Well, anyway, you know what game it is. And I could not find it. So I just have the sports edition. So that's what I'm sending out. But I like the colors, and I think they'll still go with it. We're also doing some acetate in the boxes, because I thought with the little butterflies, you might want to make like a slide, you know, vintage inspired slide. We also have some dried flowers, so that is an option too. Make like a little specimen card. So what we've got here, just these are just some cute little wild flowers, and so you'll receive, you know, an array of that. These can be used in with your paper making. I have a video, or a link to our YouTube video on the blog, showing how we made some paper and put in the dried flowers. And then in this little envelope, we've got a couple of wax seals, and we've got some embossing powder. This one I stamped in a goose, and it was a vintage goose stamp that I have. And then this one was just a Tim Holtz stamp, and it's like a seal, a postage seal. And so we've got that in there, and along with the acetate, so you can make your, you know, a specimen card, or, you know, a little specimen sample, you know, whatever you want to do. If you've got some, you know, glitter sequins, you know, you can make a shaker. So this is a rub-on transfer that you will receive. I'm just showing the design to you. I actually made a boo-boo where I forgot to flip the image. So it's supposed to be like this on this side, so that whenever you know, cut it out and rub it onto your, you know, project or paper, you know, that it looks like this. And you've got, you know, all kinds of little bits that you might want to cut off and use I'm very pleased with the design of this. I just wished I would have flipped it. So anyway, that's my bad on that, and I'll be ordering some more so that I can, you know, print this, let it dry, and create this for the boxes for next week to go out. I'm super excited about this. This is some rice paper. So I purchased some rice paper, and I printed these vintage designs onto this rice paper. Now I left it as one sheet because I thought, you know, if you wanted to use it in your journal where you keep it together, because you know how in your journal you fold everything in half, you know, you could do that. Or if you just want to cut it yourself, you can, and you can cut however you want to. We've also got our images on some vellum. I absolutely love the images this month. Of course, I love spring. We've also got it printed on just some printer paper, you know, for decoupage purposes. We've also got a sticker sheet. Lots of fun images on the sticker sheet. We've got our journaling cards this month. I figured with it being springtime, we could do some vintage seed packets, vintage catalog images. So we've got all that here. And then also we've got some postcards. And then we've got this page. Absolutely love this page. And we've got this page as well to go with that other page. I just absolutely love this page. It turned out so good. And then we've got just a simple background just to coordinate with the page before or the other pages. And I love this with the butterflies and the bumblebees. If you've been with me for the last at least couple of years, you'll know that this page, as well as the other couple pages before, were actually from 2021. So this is pretty exciting to just, you know, kind of bring those back up. And I do like to do that, you know, just kind of keep them going. And then we've got some vintage book pages. So here's some more vintage book pages. I love these pages. They're thicker and we got a good texture to them. This is a copy of an article that actually came out of this book. The person that had this book had an article of the author in it, so I made a copy of that. Also, he had handwritten a letter to this person, Sis, who had actually saved his life. And so this is a copy of what he wrote her and gave her this book. His name was Richard, and he wrote this for Sis and gave this book to her. So I thought it was very, very interesting, and I just wanted to share that with you. And then we've got 5 tea-dyed pages. We've also got our 9x12 heavyweight chipboard if you want to make a hardcover. So for our mixed media bundle, you'll receive a stencil. I thought it'd be fun to do some geometric, use some geometric stencils. All right, let's try and get this out of here. So we've got some grunge. Thought that would be very interesting to use and maybe put some of this, you know, gold leaf, silver leaf, or copper leaf onto it. So I'm going to experiment with it and do a tutorial so you can see. And so I hope to have that up hopefully before y'all start receiving y'all's boxes next week. And then you'll get a couple of metal embellishments. Maybe you want to put those on the cover. We've also got a little key that you might want to, you know, hook on with your, you know, fabric tassel. We've got some brads as well. You might want to, this has like some little holes. You might want to brad it into your cover. Got some little buttons. We've got some paint here. I was trying to mix it, but then it got, I don't know, it just looks kind of weird looking, but but anyway, it's basically like a coral color, but I was trying to lighten it up, so it's basically, it's still a coral color. And then we've got, this is some gouache paint. We've been doing watercolor paint. This is gouache, which can be used as is from the tube, or you can mix some water with it and it acts like a watercolor. So it's really cool. It kind of reminds me of some of the Finnabair paint that they use, and you know, as you've seen before in a lot of my mixed media tutorials, that paint you can use as is or mix with water, and you know, like watercolor paint. Also got some embroidery thread. We've also got some plaster of Paris if you wanted to make your own like resin pieces, you know, some hard pieces to use throughout, you know, maybe on the cover of your book or whatever mixed media projects you have in mind. We've also got our glitter paste, and I wanted to show that to you if you can kind of pick it up here. This just kind of looks white, but as it dries, that white becomes clear and you can see the green, picking up the different colors. Very pretty. Also this month, I thought I would try my hand at making my own wax paste, and I'm really pleased with how well it came out. So you'll get a good size of this. I guess it's maybe about a ½ ounce or so, and I've been letting it sit out so that it can harden a little bit. It's getting there, so that it will work, you know, basically kind of like the Finnabair wax paste. So anyway, I've had this one sitting out with the lid open so that it can dry out. I just, for the purposes of putting it in the bag, I put the lid on it. But you can see it's a very sheer, you know, like a mint green. Yeah, it's kind of picking up better there. So I really had a lot of fun making this, and it'll definitely be a whole lot of fun in using with the kids. And that's another reason why I put the plaster of Paris in here, so that you can make you some, you know, some pieces, and you might want to put some of that wax paste on there. It gives a very nice iridescent color with a little bit of that light green. So that is what you will receive this month. By the time this video is uploaded, we will have this listed on the website. I'm so excited, you know, to finally show this to you. If you have any questions, feel free to let us know. Otherwise, you can hop on over to DanaGirlsDesigns.com and go ahead and purchase yours while they are 20% off. That deal will only be good through next weekend, and then after that it'll be regular price for the next week that they will be available. So thank you so much for watching.